Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to do part 4 on the Super H. The plan is today we're going to pull the starter off and I'm going to send that to be tested and if need be rebuilt. That's the only thing I can think of left to do because the wiring's all new, battery's good. So we're going to work on getting that done. We're going to pull the starter off. And then there's a couple other small odd and end things going on today, but not a whole lot. Once the starter's done and we get this thing back up and running, the plan is to fix any mechanical things this tractor needs, and I'm hoping next year to get it painted because these tractors do look good painted and it needs it. It needs a good updating. And for those who are new to the channel, which I have gotten a few new subscribers lately, which first I believe it's 2, Amanda the Scrapper, and then there's Murphy Farms Murphy. I'd like to welcome them to the channel. I hope you guys enjoy the content. But for those who have been recent subscribers, I'll kind of recap a little bit on this tractor. The work that needs done on it is, well, obviously the starting issue, new starter. It did get a new starter switch because the old one got pretty hot. This sat for 2 years before I got it. It has a new 12-volt conversion on it. Brand new light seat. New brakes were put on. Fluid and filter change. It didn't get much runtime after I got it. Now the things to be done for me before I get it painted is the exhaust manifold needs replaced. It's getting in rough shape. That's pretty much a quick and easy job. I want to pull the radiator off probably over the winter time. Pull the radiator off, have it inspected, cleaned, and if it's all good to go, she'll go back on. For the throttle, this little piece right here, the original one had a gouge out in the middle so it would not stay up. I replaced that, but even up here when it's running, it don't stay up in the teeth very well and it slips back down in. So I want to replace the spring in there as well. Get that done. There's a couple other things. Gas cap. They have the vented ones out. Now this is not the original gas tank to this tractor. This one actually came off a parts one because the original one was so rusted on the inside and someone tried to fix it and only made it worse. Now I'm thinking I'm going to get one. I know Steiner's has one that has a fuel gauge on it. I think I'm going to put that on. I'm going to put a light bar toolbox up there where I will keep wrenches and screwdrivers and stuff like that. I did buy a toolbox similar to like that to put on the frame rails or somewhere on the tractor to carry like hitch pins, clevises, and stuff like that. That'll get put on. And what else? I think there might have been a few other. Oh, the tires. Again, for people who have just started and haven't, I don't know if you've seen any of the old videos on this tractor, but 2 different sizes. That one's an 11.238. That one is a 12.438. It does need new tires. Like the front ones, they're not bad, but they are getting some dry rot. This one's got a little bit of wear on that side, as you can tell. And the rear ones have some dry rot, but they're not that bad. I've actually had tractors with a lot worse on them. But I have a lead on pretty much they're a brand new set of tires on brand new rims. They're 12.438s to get. So when they come, I'll probably put these up for sale. Just I don't know, $200 or something like that, because don't really have the room to store them anyway. And given that this is going to be a rake and tedder tractor for the most part, it ain't going to be all that bad. So as far as haymaking, there is news to report on that. It looks like there will be hay equipment for next year. We will be doing round bales, so I'm going to try to find some more land, because the story is the guy I've bought my tractors off of, most of them I should say, I guess. They have a pretty good network of people that they make round bales and they sell, and they have a customer somewhere in, I want to say, Newark Valley, New York. Is pretty much buying them as quick as you can make them. And I was talking to him about it, and he said, well, he'll supply the hay equipment, and I get 50% of the profits from it. It's like, well, heck, that's fine with me, because I enjoy making the hay anyway, and it's not going to cost me really anything to get the equipment, so hey, it works for me. Now, the Allis Chalmers that is coming, that is due to hay season being in. They haven't gotten around to doing the hydraulic pump, but that hopefully here will be done soon, so I can get that and reveal what model that is. Massey Ferguson, we have that ready to get taken down to my buddy's garage to do a few things on that it needs. So the video on the seldom seen, hardly talked about Massey will be coming into view here, and will be used more once we get all them small issues squared away. So we're going to go ahead and pull off the starter. I did loosen it up before to try and see if it was stuck, but that wasn't the case. But I can't remember what size wrench it was for them bolts, so I'm going to go ahead and try and figure out what that is, and then I will be pulling the starter off. And because I'm looking forward to getting this tractor up and going. I really do like these older formals like this. Also, with the stuff to do, I want to put rear wheel weights on this, at least one set, maybe two, I ain't sure yet. So there's plenty. It's like I said, nothing major. So another thing I will take care of too, some of the holes for the mounting of the fenders on the casting of the rear, the threads need cleaned up. So the plan is to clean them up, and it's on both sides, to clean them up, and then I'll make extra spacers so that there's bolts in all those mounting brackets. It's not necessary, but that's how I want to work it. So I did find what size it was, and it is 19 millimeters, fitting good. Well, yeah, it's about right. But first I'm gonna get everything off the starter switch. I'm gonna just go ahead and leave that on. Battery is unhooked, just in case anybody's wondering. Okay, let me find that. Not a lot of room to maneuver in here, but can't really get a socket, particularly in on this side. But I don't think the bolts will come out all that hard, since I had them loosened up not that long ago anyway. So yeah, there's just two. There's one here, and then there's one on the other side as well. So it's kind of hard to see, but right where my finger is the other one, and that's all that holds the starter in on here. So we will ratchet wrenches would be really nice in this case, but haven't gotten around to getting them with work still being busy as it is. I did cut down on my overtime. I think I mentioned that in the other video, down to 3 days a week due to just being burnt out. And that, and I'm getting into helping the fire company more too right now, which on a positive note, as far as the fire department goes, we were able to start doing bingo again, which is how we make our money. And it's not so much, the selling of the actual bingo game itself. We sell these tickets, they're called tickets of chance, and you buy them, and let me try to remember how this works. They're kind of like lottery tickets, so to speak. You buy them, and if you get a holder, which depending on the game, it kind of varies a little bit on how that works, but if your number or whatever the one you're supposed to hold is called out, then you can win anywhere from, like, the games are different. You got your smaller ones, medium, and then you got your bigger ones. You can win anywhere from 25 up to like 50, 80, 100. Now, there was this one game that they don't make anymore that was a really hot seller, and it was 50 cents a ticket, which the normal ones we sell like regularly are $1 a ticket. You could take one of various amounts up to $200, I think, and I don't know why they stopped making them, but they did. So it's like, but depending on how everything goes, hopefully this pandemic garbage won't flare up and become a thorn like it did before, because that's how fire departments make their money, is stuff like that and their barbecues. So, but anywho, I'm hoping I got this one loose enough where you can yeah, that one I should be able to get out with my fingers now. But on one of the Facebook groups I'm in, there was someone who wanted to keep tabs on what serial numbers of Super H's. I can't remember what the reason was for, but since I'm on the side where the serial number is, this one is 4725, I believe. So if by chance that person's on here and I just don't know it, there you go. So, oh, and also for the newcomers, pretty much the fuel system's been redone on this, except for the carburetor. That I'm going to have that rebuilt too. After the starter, that might be actually the next thing after the starter. I'll get it running, and I'll run it a little bit before I pull the carb off. I have a buddy of mine who's pretty good with carburetors. I'm going to have him work on that for me. I'm probably going to order the master kit, so basically everything is replaced on it. So put something under that starter, I might be able to get that pulled out a lot easier if I prop something up under there, which I should have thought of before, but I didn't. Such is life. That'll work. Like I said in my previous videos, I'm not the most mechanically inclined, but I can do some stuff, so it's all a learning experience. And there we go. So hammer's gonna fall, but no well. And there you go, guys. That's what the starter looks like on a Formal Super H. Don't look. Got a little bit of wearing on the end here. So we'll get her figured out. One thing I do to keep hardware from going missing on me, I put the bolts back in just a little bit to keep them from going anywhere. And then I'm going to put something in there to keep anything from getting in there as well. I think I got some shop rags around here somewhere. And then probably while I have the starter off, I might just clean up the gunk and stuff in here too. That way, it's somewhat a little more prepared when the paint job does come around. So, I did kind of change my mind with one thing on this tractor. I was talking about putting a wide front on it. And I think I'm going to leave it narrow front because should I ever do any amount of square bales, I will utilize this to get the wagons in and out of the barn. It'll be a lot easier with a narrow front. Not to mention the fact, I know everybody has a difference of opinion, but I don't have any really major hills that I'm concerned about, and if should any arise, the other tractors have wide front, so it's not that big a deal to me. So the starter's out, ready to go. And the other things I'm going to be working on, which I'm not really going to include in videos today because it'd just be a bit of a little hard to get much camera work. This old stall here, I'm going to clean out the bottom in here because there's dirt and stuff down in here. And I want to throw some firewood in here that I can't stack because of either being too short or odd shaped. Just throw it in here and call it good. And also, where barn swallows, where I am stacking firewood, I'm going to try and get all this extra stuff cleaned out because there's so much wood that'll have to be done. It'll be all the way out here. That stuff back there, saving for kindling, it works really good for that. So, but that's going to do it for today, guys. Like I said, I'm going to get that starter out to be looked at and whatever needs to be done on it set up to get her back up and going again. So hopefully here soon you guys will be taking you guys for a ride on this tractor. So, another thing too, grill insert. Get a grill insert on it, and that just about complete the tractor. So, but anywho, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I will catch you all on the next one. Have a good, safe, and blessed week.